Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is another discussion about the how to choose the best engineering branch, right, and which is suitable for you. So let me start with the prioritizing, how you can prioritize it and help you on selecting the branch. So the first priority, if you see the from the placement perspective and the where the world is moving towards is the computer science, right, and then all the different variations of computer science and information science. It's also known as IT in other part of the country. So information science, ISC or IT it is called, and then AIML branch. Then there is an AIDS branch. There is a cyber security branch. There is a cloud computing branch. So there are a lot of variations of this branch, and a lot of colleges are now almost offering all of these courses. This should be the priority one. And then there should be confusion in the mind that which of this is better, what each of these sub specializations of computers offers. So you listen to this part of the commentary, and after that I'm going to cover other branches to 5 to 6 options, right? So let's first understand the difference and similarities in IT services. Same set of companies which will allow all the branches, right? So it will not just allow computer science, it will allow all the branches. The students who are taking computer science, right, as you understand, that gets filled early, right, and it is on the development of the skills by students. Anybody can get the highest salary, be it information science or artificial intelligence. It's more towards the development of the skills. So all the branches are similar. 70 to 80% is common. Let me show you that what is common. So if you see from the computer science itself, artificial intelligence is there in the computer science, right, and artificial intelligence is also there in information science, and the same artificial intelligence is also there part of the artificial intelligence and machine learning, because that is the main focus area of AIML branch, right? So that is a common subject. Now next you see, right, blockchain is common between all the study, right? So because this is the application of the IT services and is the fastest moving of this. Then data analytics, right? If you see, it is there in the computer science, it is there in the information science also, right? And data analytics is also there part of artificial intelligence, but with the name of data science with Python, right? But since this AIML is not much focus on data, it will have initial concept of data with respect to data sciences, but what it will not will have a complete end-to-end data sciences. That will be in a different branch called artificial intelligence and data sciences, where we will call AI and DS, right? So even this data is also common between these three branches. If you see machine learning, which is the fourth area in computer science, same machine learning, you can see in the machine learning also of artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? And that machine learning is missing in the information science, because that is not the focus area of artificial intelligence is there, but machine learning is not there in information science. Next, after the fifth one is data sciences in the computer. Same data science you see information in the information science also, and similar data science is the last line out of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So it's also common. Now what you see difference in computers is a networking skill, right, which is your hardware part of the skills. So this networking skill is also there in your ECE, electronics and communication, but that networking is not there in information science, and that networking is not there in AIML. So in spite of networking, what is there additional in information science is a web technologies, and application is the focus area in information science, application development, application maintenance. So that's why you see web technologies in information science. So and this same networking is there in artificial intelligence and machine learning, but that is not a core networking, but that is so called a neural networks or the deep learning networking which we require there. The next branch you see is the big data. So big data is there in computer science. Big data is also there in information science. If you go into AIML, it will be like your deep learning. So almost similar skill sets. But if you see in computer science, there is a cyber security, but which is not there in the information science, and which is also not there in the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So networking and security are the two things which are there in computer science branch, which that's why it is in highest demand. So now let's move to the second best choice. So second best choice and the third best choice I have clubbed together. So second best choice which students can have is basically ECE, which is Electronics and Communications Engineering, and then there are variations of ECE branch, which are like an Electronics and Telecommunication branch. You will see in some colleges Electronics and Computer branch, right? So those are some of the variations, and all those are quite good, and that should be the second preference. And so now after computer science, CSE and ECE, the third best option students can have is triple E, which is electronics and electrical engineering, and it has seen a good placements in lot of good companies with Siemens, Bosch. And then the fourth option is double E, which is electrical engineering. So this one, which doesn't have any of electronics or the computer component, so those with a base background branch, which is there in most engineering colleges in India, and this is called can be called a traditional branch. Then the fifth best option for students is the mechanical engineering and the variations of the mechanical engineering. So you have an automobile engineering, you have production engineering, you have industrial engineering, and lot of variations in different colleges, right? So this is the fifth best option for students to take. And one of the best variation of this branch is basically robotics and automation, right? So robotics and automation is a good branch which students can take, and there is another variation of mechanical plus electronics which is called mechatronics, right? So those two are the new branches in this area which can also be taken by students, but depending on good college there should be decent placement record as. And then there are other branches of engineering which are like an aerospace engineering, aeronautical engineering. So these are specialized branches, and it can be taken by students who have very good interest in these branches, and they see the college which have a decent placement to cover that, right? So this is the branch which students can take. And then there are other branches like chemical engineering which are interest specific, and if you have interest in chemistry, and then surrounding branches like metallurgy, mining are specific to chemistry field of studies, right? And job profile. So you can take that if you have a good interest. And again, the students have interest in the biological and technology field mix, they can go for the biotechnology engineering. And there is a variation of biotechnology engineering called biomedical engineering, which is basically study of the medical devices, and it's also a good option for students who have a keen interest to pursue career in those fields. And at last, the based on the interest, student can also pursue career in the civil engineering branches, and they can pursue higher studies as well as in structural engineering or the architecture fields, right? So those are the 10 options which I have given you for the different variations of the engineering branches. Hope that was useful, and thanks for watching, and please do subscribe this channel to get similar updates on